Hello, how are you? Today I brought you a fantastic low-carb flour that you can add at various times throughout the day. It's very versatile. You can even use it before meals, and it brings many health benefits. This flour is inexpensive. You can make it at home or buy it ready-made. And as I mentioned, it can be very beneficial for heart health, lowering cholesterol, helping to control blood sugar, and for weight loss. You're going to love it. It even helps to calm you down. Stay with me until the end. You won't want to miss it. If you love tips on nutrition, health, and fitness, you're going to love this channel, so go ahead and subscribe. Remember to turn on the notification bell to get updates. I post new videos every day. You're going to love them. Let's start talking about this amazing flour, which on top of everything has a really pleasant taste and can easily be added to your daily routine. This wonderful flour is passion fruit flour. Later, at the end, I'll show you how to make it. As I mentioned, you can buy it ready-made or even prepare it at home. The process is super simple and the taste is really pleasant. One of the main features of passion fruit peel flour is precisely the amount of fiber it contains. And it has a very interesting fiber profile because in addition to containing soluble fibers, it also contains pectin. Pectin has several interesting effects on our body. First, it forms a gel, creating a more viscous content, which helps you feel full sooner. So, if you use this flour close to mealtime, always dilute it in a glass of water. I'll explain how to consume it. It will help you feel full sooner, so you'll eat less during the meal. In this way, it will already help you control your appetite more and consequently help you manage your weight and support the weight loss process. Still regarding these fibers and pectin, fiber has several interesting roles for our body. We can't forget to mention its role in helping to slow down the absorption of carbohydrates. Fibers are very helpful in lowering the glycemic index. They are the only type of carbohydrate we consume that does not affect blood sugar levels. I even have a video talking more about this, and I'll leave it for you down below in the description. So, if you're looking to control your blood sugar, whether it's to improve your plasma glucose levels, help manage diabetes, or even to lose weight, since we know it's all interconnected, this addition will be fantastic for your diet. Another benefit of fiber is precisely its role in helping to control cholesterol. We know that when we consume fiber, especially soluble fiber, which is present in this passion fruit peel flour, we're able to increase the excretion of cholesterol through the feces, helping to balance cholesterol levels. When we think about this, of course we can relate it to heart and artery health. So it's an excellent addition to your daily routine. Furthermore, still talking about cardiovascular diseases and heart health, it's worth highlighting that besides fiber, passion fruit peel flour is also very rich in antioxidants. And we know that antioxidants also play a great role in preventing cardiovascular problems. In addition, this flour contains flavonoids that help reduce and control blood pressure. Of course, there are no miracles. Here we're talking about the various benefits this flour can bring you, but only as long as you maintain a balanced diet tailored to your specific needs, whether that's controlling blood sugar, blood pressure, or cholesterol. Remember that I have many playlists here on the channel with tips on nutrition, health, and fitness for these specific issues, and I'll leave them down below in the description. The purpose of this video isn't to treat this flour as some kind of miracle. It really can help you with these health issues, but you also have to do your part. Always keep that in mind. We can't talk about passion fruit without mentioning one of its super effects, which is also present in passion fruit peel flour, its anxiolytic property. In other words, it can help reduce anxiety and even lessen those physical symptoms related to anxiety. Because many people experience anxiety and develop physical symptoms such as trouble sleeping, excessive sweating, increased heart rate, restlessness, and passion fruit, as well as passion fruit peel flour, can also help in this regard. If you struggle with anxiety, remember that I have a playlist here on the channel with lots of tips about lifestyle, diet, juices, and teas that you can try to help you with this. This flour is very easy to find already prepared in health food stores, and you can even buy it ready-made online. But if you want to make it at home, if you have passion fruit and want to prepare it yourself, that's also a good option. To make this flour, you can remove the pulp from the passion fruit, and then you'll be using the whole fruit, which is even better. For the planet, for your wallet, and we get to use the entire food, which is always a good thing. You'll wash the passion fruit peel, cut it into smaller pieces, place it on a baking sheet, and put it in the oven on low heat. If you can leave the oven door slightly open, that's even better, because it will dehydrate more easily. You'll leave it there until you see that almost all the liquid is gone, that it's really dehydrated. If you have a dehydrator, you can use that, which is even easier. And after it's really dry and dehydrated, you'll blend it in a blender or food processor until it reaches the consistency you want. Some people sift it to make it really fine, but I don't recommend you do that. Ideally, you should use the flour in its whole form. If you need to blend it several times, that's better. After you've made the flour, you can store it in an airtight container, in a closed, dark cupboard, or even in the fridge, whichever you prefer. Since this flour has a really nice passion fruit flavor, some people like to add it to dishes, in yogurt, fruit salad, mixed with granola, or other cereals. It works really well. You can also sprinkle it on top of salads, mix it into beans, add it to cakes, pies, and various other dishes. Or you can use it just like a fiber supplement. Or you can do what I mentioned earlier. Use a spoonful of it in a large glass of water, about 20 to 30 minutes before your main meals, either lunch or dinner, to help you feel fuller and support weight loss as a complement. As I mentioned before, this flour also has an interesting property because it is low in carbs. It has a lot of fiber, but fiber is a carbohydrate that we don't absorb. So we say it's a low-carb flour, similar to flaxseed flour, coconut flour, or almond flour. I have a video here on the channel talking about different types of low-carb flours, and I'll leave it down below in the description. So keep in mind that it can also be a flour to help give consistency to some kind of pudding, pie, or cake that you make. And you don't need to worry too much about the carbohydrate content. As I mentioned, it's low carb. So it's worth noting that unlike many low-carb flours, passion fruit peel flour is practically fat-free. It's almost pure fiber. So in terms of nutritional composition, it's somewhat similar to psyllium. Remember that I also have a video here on the channel explaining more about psyllium and how to use it. I'll leave it below in the description for you. Remember that I also have another really cool video about eggplant flour, which has many great health benefits. I'll leave it down below in the description. Let me know if you've ever used passion fruit peel flour, if you add it to recipes, if you take it with water in a shake, how you take it, and why you take it. I'd love to see your comment. Remember to like the video because that helps me out too, and share it with anyone who would enjoy it or who needs it. Let's work together to grow this chain of good. That's what I want here on the channel. See you next time. Bye.